Today we're making my favorite banana bread recipe, chocolate banana bread. This is about 2 cups of ripe banana. Now I'm going to add 2.5 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar, you could also use white vinegar. And now I'm going to put in some pure maple syrup. This recipe has less sugar overall than traditional banana bread recipes and tastes just as good. You're looking for about 2/3 cup of maple syrup, which is about 160 grams. I'm going to add a little bit of milk of choice. I'm using almond milk, you can use soy milk, you can use cashew milk. Now it's ready to mix. I'm going to get out a fork here and mash these bananas up. Just mash them really well, you don't want any big banana pieces. Alright, this is looking pretty good. We've got all the banana pieces all mashed up here. We're going to start with flour. I'm using spelt flour here. You can use oat flour, you can use all-purpose flour. So now I'm going to move on to the best part, cocoa powder. I'm going to do half a cup of regular unsweetened cocoa powder. I have my food scale here, so I know that's 40 grams. And then I'm also going to use 2 tablespoons of Dutch cocoa powder. Dutch cocoa powder will give it that brownie-like taste. If you don't have Dutch cocoa powder or you can't find it, just use regular cocoa powder, just 2 extra tablespoons here. Now I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda here, and then 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, and also 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. I'm going to add 1/4 cup sugar. If you want to make it even healthier, you can actually use stevia here. Now we're going to add some mini chocolate chips, about half a cup, and then we're also going to save a little bit more for later. And now we're just going to stir this all up. You want to stir it really well because you don't want a giant pocket of baking soda when you bite into one piece. So now I've made sure the ingredients are all well mixed. It's time to combine wet and dry. Here we go. Just add the bananas here. And now we're just going to take our spatula and we're going to stir it all together. You don't want to over stir it, but you want a consistent batter. You don't want to see any big dry pieces of flour. It should all be pretty moist and it should all look the same. You want to really get to the bottom here and stir from the bottom up. Look at all that chocolatey goodness. You don't have to be vegan to enjoy this recipe or necessarily interested in healthy eating. You don't have to be on a special diet. You just have to enjoy good food and chocolate. Before it's ready, it's missing one last thing. Extra chocolate chips on top. I'm going to put it in the oven. It's ready to bake. Alright, I let the banana bread cool. It looks so good. I can't wait to take a bite.